Original.
And I'm in love with the money.
Hello, and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I am Cardine Williams, and I'm asking the question, do you know the wealth formula? And I'm sure it's a question that might have played in your mind some way or another, right? Because we all want to get to financial freedom. And to get there, we need to understand and know the wealth formula. The wealth formula can help us unlock real financial growth and security. And those who understand it will win in the money game. And you know what? It's not a rocket science. It's not complicated. It's very simple. And I think intrinsically we all know it, but it's to actually actively put it into practice for us. And this can help you wherever you are. It doesn't matter how much you earn, how old you are, wherever you are in your financial journey. If you understand this formula and put it to work for you, you can change your financial circumstance. So what's the wealth formula? It's money times return times time times consistency. Those are the four elements of the wealth formula: money, return, time, and consistency. So the money is a no-brainer, right? Because we need money to make money. That's what they say. But guess what? I say it a bit differently. You need money to begin, or the ability to earn or generate money. And we basically all have that. You have a day job, you have a business, you have a side hustle, you are making money. The next question is, are you making that money work for you? So to understand the wealth formula is learning how to make money work for you. And people give themselves excuses. Oh, I need a chunk of money in order to do this. Blah, 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 blah. That's what I hear when I hear the excuses. Blah, blah, blah. The real truth is you can start with as much as your budget allows. $10, $20, $100, $1,000. It doesn't really matter how much you start with. Put that money to work for you, and you will start changing your financial circumstances. You could use money in its original form, just dump cash into a savings account and earn interest, or you could use that money to buy assets, whether it be stocks, whether it be real estate or bonds. You have various vehicles that you can use to put money to work for you. And there are some that you can get into with not a huge amount of upfront capital. For example, a stock, right? A stock price varies from penny stocks to really expensive stock. The goal is to get money working for you, whether it be in the form of cash or buying assets that generate income. So the second element, return. This is what it could take the form of interest, royalties, profit, dividend, right? Depending on the underlying asset. The goal when you're looking at return is two goals. One, beat inflation. And if you can find vehicles that allow you to beat tax, I would say do that as well. So two threats when it comes to return is inflation and taxes. So when you're looking at ways to deploy your money, consider the return. There's this rule of 72 that kind of gives you an illustration as to how long your money will take to double. So the higher the interest rate, or the rate of return, I should say, the faster your money doubles. The more you can reduce the impact of taxes on your return, the faster your money doubles. They say when you invest money and your money starts to earn money, it's not a linear relationship, it's an exponential relationship. When you have ways that your money works for you, it earns for you, and that return is reinvested and also starts working for you. That's the power of compound interest. Which brings me to the other element. The other element is time. We always feel like we have lots of time ahead of us, and then we feel like it's flying by so fast. But it is critical that we use time to our advantage. That's why I always say, get in the game, no matter with how much, just get started now. Start putting your money to work for you now. And that way you can really enjoy the benefits of compound interest. Compound interest, as per Einstein, for those who understand it, they earn it. For those who don't, they pay it. Let's earn compound interest by allowing our investments time to grow. So again, sorry, I forgot to put this up initially. The formula: money, time, return, and consistency. So we've looked at money. Get started right away, whether it be $10, $100, $1,000, just get started. Return. Pay attention to what you're earning. You want to be able to beat inflation, and if you can find assets or ways to generate income that help you to manage your taxes as well, that can accelerate the growth as well. Time. Get started now. That's how you benefit from compound interest, that exponential growth of your money through compound interest. And when I say compound interest, I'm not restricting the asset class to those earning interest, right? Because the compound interest can happen whether you're using the returns of real estate, whether you're using returns of stocks or bonds. The principle is that you reinvest the return, so it starts making money for you as well. So the rule of 72 and compound interest, these tell you how you can benefit from time. Start early. There is an example out there somewhere where it shows that a person who starts investing earlier and stops is better off than the person who starts investing late and invests for a longer period. And the reason for that is because of time. Money, even though less was invested, they started earlier and it had more time to grow. The other one, consistency. Guess what? I know we all want to get rich quick. Yes, it is possible. You could buy a lotto ticket and you could win. But guess what? Investing and building wealth is a discipline, right? You have to be consistent with applying the formula. You have to be looking for ways to put your money to earn, for assets to put your money into that generates income for you. Do this consistently. If you have a $10 investment every month, invest it every month. Buy a stock per month, right? Fund your insurance policy every month. Whatever it is, consistently do it over time. There was this story that was shared in the post. I think I have it on my website somewhere, where this janitor, when he passed, they found out that he was a multi-millionaire, right? He had all the excuses. Oh, he's had a low-paying job, etc., etc. But guess what? He put this formula to work for him. He used whatever money he had. He invested it consistently over time to get a return, right? And that behavior, exercising that principle, that discipline, created wealth for him. So really and truly, the underlying element in that story is that anybody can do it if you just find ways to put money to work for you. So again, money times return, time, and consistency. There are different assets that you can put to work for you, whether it is the cash you put into a high interest savings account that hopefully earns more than inflation rate, or you could buy assets, whether it be stocks, real estate, invested into a business, or using other tools like your cash value life insurance policy to do this for you. Pay attention to the return that you earn. Pay attention to the impact of taxes on your investments, because paying attention to these two elements will help you accelerate your trajectory to wealth. I have a story that I'm going to share with you. And of course, I'm an insurance advisor, personal finance coach, and also an investor. I have experience with multiple asset classes. I buy stocks, I buy real estate. I also invest in my cash value life insurance policy. When you're an investor, you could take the safe route and use GICs, etc., right? When you go for those more stable investments, you do get a return, very predictable return. But again, you have to look at what you're earning compared to the inflation rate. Are you just preserving purchasing power, or are you actually creating wealth? Real estate is one of my favorites. And of course, whatever advice or information I'm sharing here is based on my own experience, my own opinions and values. If you have different ones, go after whatever way or asset class or method you choose to grow your wealth. As long as you're doing it, right? I'm happy for you. Real estate is awesome. I love it. You benefit from appreciation. You benefit from cash flow. But guess what? Like everything else, there's risk, right? So you do have to have that appetite for risk when you're going into certain asset classes. A GIC or a savings account, that's fairly low risk. Stocks, real estate, anything equity based, there is an element of risk, and you do have to have that tolerance. But guess what? I don't know if it's true, but we say the greater the risk, the greater the reward. We can mitigate risk and still enjoy the rewards. All right. I'm going to share something with you because my client said I had to. So I'm going to quickly share how this client's life insurance policy, a universal policy, worked for them. They have been investing in it for a number of years, right? And what happens is that with a universal life policy, you are able to choose your underlying investments, whether it be a fund that mirrors the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, whatever. You have a long list to choose from. But this person's policy performed so well this year that he said, I had to share it, right? So imagine this type of return. There are so many vehicles that you can use to earn income. And the best ones are passive, that do not necessarily require you working to earn. Find ways to generate passive income, whether it be owning assets that work for you or investing in stocks, bonds. When using an insurance policy, you have additional benefits. It's tax sheltered, right? So whether it be a whole life or universal life policy, you are creating that tax shelter. If you choose a whole life policy, you can buffer against inflation. So you're preserving that purchasing power of your money, right? When you use a universal life policy, you can achieve market type returns. Some years are great, some years are good, some years are bad, right? So it depends on your risk appetite. But guess what? It provides you with that tax shelter. It provides you with returns. The other thing that it does, you are creating an asset that you can leverage. Not all asset classes provide this benefit, an asset that you can leverage. By leverage, I mean you can use it as security to access funds for further investing. Just like your real estate, people refinance to pull out equity to do further investing. You are creating an asset inside of your insurance policy that you can also leverage. If you have any questions or need any help when it comes to implementing this wealth formula, by putting to work for you the wealth formula, money invested over time for a significant or above average return consistently can bring wealth to you and your family. Money is a tool that you can invest into various asset classes that generate a return. Time, we always feel we have more, but then it goes by so fast. Start now. Start now. Whatever seed you plant today, it will bear fruit in the future, but you do have to get to planting, okay? Return. We want to earn over and above inflation. We want to invest in asset classes that give us some tax advantages so that we have more staying with us to continue to reinvest. Consistency. It's not a one and done. It's not a get rich quick type of approach that we should want. We should be disciplined in our investing and consistently put money to work for us, consistently educating ourselves on what is available to us as options, whether it be real estate, stocks, bonds, investing in businesses, other ventures, Bitcoin, whatever, insurance policies, whatever it is, understand what you are doing, right? Learn, because there's information available everywhere. There's somebody who has the experience that can share with you. If you want to talk more about using your insurance policy as a vehicle to enhance your wealth, definitely feel free to reach out to me. My info is at the scrolling across the screen, info@moneymatterscea.com, 647-951-6905. I would love to talk to you. Bye.